Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be doing a reading vlog where each day I'm going to try and read at least 100 pages. Back in March I thought I was going to do this video and I started reading 100 pages a day in preparation for it, and even though that video didn't really come to fruition, it did help me get a lot of reading done. I know, shocker, when you read a lot you end up reading a lot of books. So I wanted to do that for this week, interspersed with other lifestyle vloggy stuff going on, especially since I love watching reading vlogs, but I'm really bad at committing to filming them. Anyway, let's talk about the books that I'm going to be planning on reading. Based on average length, I think I can get through 2 and a good chunk of a third one if I read 100 pages a day. And this list is really like a let's clean through all of the library books I have out TBR. The first one is It Happened One Summer. I'm under 200 pages from finishing this, so this will definitely be my first priority. This is a contemporary adult romance that is very summertime themed. So far I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely not anything really groundbreaking for me. Next book I have here is Portrait of a Thief. This is a contemporary thriller, heist type of book. This book has a lot of holds out in my library, so I really want to be able to read it and finish it in the allotted amount of time that I have. So this will probably be next on the list as soon as I finish It Happened One Summer. The next book I have here is The Lucky List. This is a sapphic YA contemporary romance, and this is one of the books I had on my 12 books to read in 2022. It definitely has summary vibes, and I'm very interested in picking it up. Also, I think since it's a YA, it'll probably fly through pretty quickly. And the last book I have on this list is The Women of Troy, which is the sequel to Silence of the Girls, which is a really, really good book I read in April. I really, really enjoyed that. I read it as an audiobook, but at the same time, I'm very much clamoring to get back into the world and to learn about the characters more. So I'm very excited to add this to the list of books for me to try and read this week. So this is the stack of books I am planning on reading for this reading vlog. I'm not sure how I'm going to count audiobooks. Currently, I don't have any out, but some might come up on my Libby app in the near future. I'll probably try and look at how many pages the book version has and then try and figure out what 1% of the audiobook is in page numbers, so that way I can kind of add that to my total. But for right now, I'm going to stick with mostly just the physical books that I have. Okay, with that long intro out of the way, let's get into the video, and I will see you soon with my first update. Outfit of the day, I have my Target top, my Anthropologie skirt. I have these shoes that I've had for literal years. I think they might be from Old Navy. And then my earrings are from Francesca's. And then these 2 different rings, my engagement ring and this other random heart ring. Pretty cute, I'm really happy with it. We have this pink top from American Apparel. This necklace I got at a random anime convention. It's been years. Skirt, shoes, and my sneakers. So it is currently Monday, and I wanted to update you guys on the reading I did for the last 2 days. So on Saturday, I kind of had a little bit of a fail and only ended up reading 40 pages. So not necessarily a great start to this reading 100 pages a day type of challenge. But I think what I'm going to do is just spread that extra 60 pages I missed on Saturday over the course of the rest of the week. On Sunday, though, I did end up reading 106 pages, and that led me to finish It Happened One Summer. I think I'm going to give this either like a 3 or 3.5. I'm leaning more towards a 3. Mostly because I feel like it wasn't super memorable for me and I wasn't very attached to the characters. Definitely not enough where I would probably consider reading the second of the series. I think it's mostly because this is my first straight adult romance, and maybe that just really isn't my genre. But I did enjoy it for what it was, and I'm happy that I read it. I was hoping I was going to get to the next book on my list last night, but instead I started this morning, and that was Portrait of a Thief. I'm about 30 pages in. I just got to chapter 7, but we've moved really quickly along, like with setting up the entire plot and gathering all the characters that are going to be participating in the heist. But the main plot is that there's 5 like statues or artifacts that are based around members of the Chinese Zodiac that have been stolen. So I think there's going to be like 5 mini heists of them collecting them throughout the course of the book, instead of like just one big heist that they're planning for, which is kind of nice because I'm assuming with each one they're going to kind of like bond more as a team. And I already feel like I'm very interested in all of the characters and learning their background and seeing how they develop together as a team. So yeah, I'm excited to read more of this. I'm definitely going to do that pretty soon. And yeah, we'll update you with more of my further progress. Hello, so it is now Tuesday. Tuesday is my work from home day, so I've been working on my computer for the majority of the day, and as soon as I get off, I think I'm going to read more of Portrait of a Thief. I wanted to update you from what I did yesterday. So on Monday, I read 125 pages of this. I'm enjoying it so far in terms of the overall story, but I'm not super connected to a lot of the characters. I'm assuming the main character is Will, and I was interested in his like background, but then we kind of found out that he's sort of like a non-committal, womanizing asshole, and I'm just not really vibing with that type of his personality. His younger sister, Irene, though, is really interesting. She's kind of this, like, almost like politician type, always knows what to say to get, like, the right answer out of people. And I also think, just kind of from the vibes I'm getting so far, that she might eventually have kind of like a rivals to lovers relationship with another character, Alex. They already kind of laid the groundwork of her being bisexual, and her and Alex have a lot of tension going on right now, so I'm excited to see sort of where their relationship goes. Overall, this is probably going to stay closer to like a 4-star unless it like really blows it out of the water in the second half of the book. But yeah, I'm planning on reading more of this today. Hopefully I can get through another big chunk of it, and I will update you in the future as things progress. Also, I forgot to do an outfit of the day yesterday, so I'm doing one now. I have this top that is from Redbubble, and it's based on Black Eagles from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I have my leggings from American Apparel, and then my sneakers that I wear on a pretty daily basis. And yeah, it's just a pretty relaxed work from home fit. Today's outfit's pretty basic. I have this dress from Sugar Hill Boutique, which is really cute, and then these little socks with my Bodyline Tea Parties, and I have my little familiar, George, behind me. Okay, so fit of the day, we have this top that was from my thrift haul. I thought this was going to be like skin tight, but it actually has enough room on it. It's pretty cute. I also have black pants and then boots because it's supposed to rain later. And yeah, that's the fit of the day. I also might put a necklace on, I'm not sure about it. Hello everyone, so it's been a couple days since the end of my full week of reading 100 pages a day, and I wanted to do like a final wrap up of everything that I end up reading. So on Tuesday, after I read my 100 pages of Portrait of a Thief, I decided to go a little off script, and I ended up picking up Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is my own copy, and I've been reading it very slowly over the course of the last 2 months, which is a little embarrassing considering how fast-paced this book is supposed to be. The book is divided into 6 different sections, and I had been at the start of the 5th section, and on Tuesday I ended up reading just another 26 pages of this. Then on the following day, on Wednesday, I ended up marathon reading the last 140 pages so that I could finish Portrait of a Thief. I really enjoyed this book. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5. I think this kind of really showcased what my favorite type of book is. One that is both very adventure oriented and very fast paced, but at the same time also has a deeper message. I found the story to be really easy to get into, and I did end up liking all of the characters by the end. Because this book very much feels like a movie, I think it's a type of book that pretty much anyone can enjoy. So when this comes out on paperback, I'm definitely going to pick it up. This book is also currently in development at Netflix. I'm hoping to be a movie. I think it would do better as a movie over a miniseries. But I definitely am excited for that to come out. I think it'll translate really well to a movie format. Then on Thursday, I ended up reading another 40 pages of Six of Crows. Then I ended up picking up an audiobook that had come off of hold through Libby, and that is Rosewater by Tay Thompson. I have a physical copy here because I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the audiobook by the time it's supposed to be returned to my library, so I ended up getting the physical copy just to finish off the last section of it. Over the course of Thursday and Friday, I ended up reading, I think around 20% of this book, which was 63 pages on Thursday, and then only 8 pages on Friday. This book is a Afro-futurist sci-fi that kind of has a very similar plot to Annihilation, in that there is some type of extraterrestrial dome biosphere that has landed in a town in Nigeria. This is also the start of a trilogy. At the percentage I was at for the reading vlog, I wasn't 100% on this book yet, but at the point I am now, which is around 75% into the book, I am really enjoying it. I think just for me, it's sometimes harder to really commit to a series until I'm pretty far into the book, and then I usually enjoy it. For this book specifically, it was because there was a twist for one of the characters, and I thought it was really interesting, and I can't wait to see how that develops. Then on Friday, I didn't vlog very much and I also did not read very much. That Friday, I wasn't really in a reading mood. I was just in a very bad mood in general because a really terrible thing happened in America and it kind of like, I think, made a lot of people go into a dark place. I did, as I said before, read like 8 pages in Rosewater. Just as I was like working on dinner, I decided to listen to the audiobook. And I did push through and read another 26 pages of Six of Crows as well. But overall, if I do my math correctly, I read 674 pages for my week of reading 100 pages a day. My goal, obviously, if I'm reading 100 pages a day for 7 days, would be 700 pages. But I think, given that I didn't read a full 100 pages on some of the days, I was able to make it up for it on other days, so I got pretty close to my eventual total. And I think the experiment worked out pretty well, considering I was able to finish the book I was halfway through, which was It Happened One Summer. I was able to fully read Portrait of a Thief in the matter of like 3 days. I made progress on a long-term book that I've been working on, which is Six of Crows, and I started and got a little under a fourth of the way through an audiobook that I was listening to, which was Rosewater. So that is it for this vlog. I hope it was interesting for you guys. Since this was a pretty successful experiment, maybe I'll do it for another reading vlog in the future, I'm not sure. So let me know what you thought of this video, and if you'd like to see another one of these in the future in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!